Hello YouTube, this is Scott the Mad Hattis, and today we're going to be making German potato salad. It's very delicious any time of year, summertime, wintertime, Christmas time, anytime. It's always good. So what you need are some potatoes. You're going to need some cold water. And I would say cut them up about like that because and you want them similar in size and thickness so they cook evenly. Then what you're going to need is one onion peeled. Okay. And we have here some kosher salt, marjoram, dill, some cat's got my tongue. It's parsley and some black pepper. And then I have some spicy brown mustard, some white vinegar. However, some people use the apple cider vinegar, but since I already have vinegar and you can use the white vinegar, I don't have the patience or the time to go out and buy some. You'll need some bacon. Oh, you need the bacon. Yes, and what we're gonna. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to render and tender the bacon. Okay, you want as much of that bacon out of there as you want as much of that grease out of that bacon as possible. Don't throw the bacon grease away. Not just because Grandma says not to, but also you'll need some of it for this recipe. Yes, sir. So, and the best kind of bacon to use for this is not the slab. It's like the slab kind, like the really, really thick, beefy looking bacon you get at the like this stuff right here. You want the big old slab bacon. It's the best for this. However, normal Oscar Mayer or Great Value bacon will work just fine. But like I said, you get more hearty out of this. It does take longer to cook, but there you have it. So we're gonna get started off with I'm waiting for my water to boil here. Water with a higher salinity does boil a little quicker, so I did add some salt to that, and then I have my potatoes awaiting their fate in the pot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this onion ready. And we'll move on from there. Alrighty. So, like I said, you want this to render a good amount of fat. Look at all that fat in there. Alright, I won't use all of it. Can I? So, I've got my onion cut here. I'm just going to put it in a bowl and I'm going to wait till the bacon gets mostly done. So now that the water is up, just about boiling, I've drained my potatoes and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to set them in the hot water like that. It's already got salt in it, so it's good. Okay, and there we go. Some people, if they use the smaller red potatoes, they'll boil them whole, but and a lot of times those can take a little longer. And just a note, you don't want to cook these until you don't want to cook them to mush. We're not making mashed potatoes here. We're making a tater salad. So you want them to be cooked, but not mushy. You want them to be firm. Okay? And that's the idea. We'll be right back. So, a few ingredients I did forget was some sugar. You will need some sugar. Give me some sugar. And then we got some olive oil here. You definitely will need those two things. The sugar will counteract the bitter gnat and that vinegar. Ooh. It'll counteract it a little bit. The olive oil will make it nice and good too. Yep. Like, what's that? Oh, it's sugar-coated sugar with a boiled sugar sauce with an extra coating of sugar and a side of sugar. And that's exactly what it is. Be right back. Now, to help it cook a little faster, what I did was I took the lid off my Dutch oven. I gotta throw some coarse salt in there and scrub that. That is a pretty useful trick though if you have cast iron. You can use really coarse salt like this to scrub them because it acts like as a scour. You can use it so you don't strip your pan with oil, with soap. Because if you you know, use soap, it'll strip it. Yep. So here we go. And see, that does not look bad. It's rendering pretty good. Matter of fact, it's looking like it's getting there. Now, that thicker slab bacon does take a lot longer to cook because, obviously, it's thicker. So, yes. Look how beautiful that looks. Before this pops me. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to continue with this for a little while longer here until the bacon is cooked and it's rendered enough of the, it's rendered enough already, but I'm just going to continue cooking this now. Also, that bacon grease will help with seasoning it. I'll have to process it a little later, but I'm going to throw it in my oven and make sure, you know, that coating sticks on there really nice and good. Well, I can hear that. I hear the lid sizzling. Whew. All right. See you in a few moments. We're just waiting on that bacon and the taters. All right, we're back. So what I thought about doing is we're going to go ahead and add the onion now. Because and we're going to cook it until it's nice and translucent. So see, got my onion here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm just going to dump it right into with the bacon. Yep. Okay. So we're just going to give that a good stir there. So we're just going to give that a nice good stir in there. Yep, and the potatoes are boiling nice and vigorously. And this bacon is practically done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm now just gonna put the lid, the Dutch oven lid back on there. I'm so happy that these two work together. You know that yep, most certainly now. Yeah, there it is. We'll be right back. Okay, so this right here is exactly what you're looking for. Oh, it's hot. What you're looking for, it's not crunchy to a point to where it's not cooked, but it's firm where it's holding its shape. Okay, see, it's holding its shape and it's done. Okay, that's the perfect temperature you want your potatoes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and strain these and put them in a bowl. Okay, so the potatoes have come up and I've portioned out some vinegar. So this is what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, that is definitely ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the bacon and the potatoes next. Bacon in this mix here. Yep. Right, and so I'm just gonna start. So throw that right on in there like this. It's better. They say it's better to mix this while it's still very hot. Okay, while the potatoes are still hot, because then the starches will grab onto the dressing per se. So we're just gonna put the bacon and the onion right into the potatoes. Yep, right into the potatoes there. Yep. With the grease coming along with it. You want the grease with it. Okay, that's the good point of it, because like I said, that's gonna form the basis of the okay. And so this is what we're gonna do. Those onions look absolutely wonderful. Okay. Alright. Like I said before. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take the salt. We'll sprinkle that in there. We don't need all of that damn salt. And then we'll take some marjoram. We'll throw that in there too. Take the dill and throw that in there too. Some of that parsley, throw that in there too. Okay. Some of that black pepper, throw that right on in there too, like that. Okay, I'm gonna throw the sugar in there too, like this. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the vinegar, I'm gonna throw that in there as well. And I'm gonna throw the oil in there as well. Okay. And then I'm gonna take some of this mustard here. Yep, and I'm just gonna put some on top there. Okay. You don't need a lot. Okay. And now I'm just gonna take this and we're just gonna toss it really gently. Make sure it's all nice and good here. Oh yeah. Oh, this is okay. Now look at that. Oh my God, that smells amazing. All right, now we're gonna do the taste test, okay? And we're gonna see how this went. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finished product. Now, it's safe to eat it while it's still warm, but it's best eaten cold, like a German breakfast. Most German breakfast is cold. So here we go. We're going to give this a good, nice little try here. That is really good. Yeah, I'm kind of addicted to this. Oh crap! I'm gonna be eating this all day. Sweating, cooking in the kitchen. I'll do that to you. Anyway, that is delicious. Don't pay no mind to the cough because, you know, when you first get that first taste of vinegar, even if you're eating the vinegar, salt, potato chips, you know what I'm talking about. It's still very tasty. You guys have a beautiful day. It's been Scott the Mad Hatters. I'll be bringing you some more recipes as time goes on. Have a good one.